Thank you for staying with us on the Joy News Prime Time. Now for the sport, I'm Gary Al Smith. And as you know, a new GFA president will be elected on the 25th of October. 7 candidates are interested in the top position, likes of Wilfred Kweku, Kedo Kweku, former GFA president George Efie and Fred Papo, and Accra-based lawyer Amanda Clinton have all submitted their forms. Now, the youngest of the 7 candidates is Nanaya Amponsa. He's been sharing his vision for Ghana football.
A very colorful event which saw all
Right, we'll do that later. But today, Kurt Okreku, who is seen as one of the front runners, unveiled his manifesto here in Accra. It was a snazzy ceremony, and here's a report.
A very colorful event which saw all stakeholders converged to listen to what Kurt Okreku will offer should he be elected as president of the Ghana Football Association. The Dreams FC executive chairman revealed details of his manifesto titled Igniting Passion and Creating Wealth for All.
We're going to be transparent, make sure that budgets are approved by all members before its implementation or adoption. And we want to ensure that we lay the ground fundamentals, the foundations of the sport by the provision of the basic logistical and factual support so that our clubs can stand on their feet, so that we produce good talents, and then the rest will develop from there.
Hilary Boatin, Human Resources Manager of Springfield Group, who was chairperson, had this to say about Kurt.
What stood out for me in his manifesto was the fact that he's looking to become a transparent leader. And I think that for where Ghana football is currently and where it is going, we need a leader who's accountable and transparent. Aside that, me being a woman, it was good to see gender equality. And so that's literally jammed up for me. And the fact that he's looking to bring women football up into the mainstream, something that unfortunately has not been done in the past. And I'm an advocate for women football, and I believe that this is the time for someone to come in and not just concentrate on the Black Stars. And I think Kurt is the right person to push women's football up there.
After the event, a member of the campaign team, John Ansan, shared his view on the manifesto and why this makes Kurt a formidable candidate for the top job.
It's a quality. He's done it. He's demonstrated it, right? Dreams FC, where they began from, where they are now, their status defies most of the other clubs in our country. What I say, there are few clubs I wouldn't want to subject that one to more questioning.
So Kurt Okreku wants to be GFA president. Now, here's more on the event.
Transparency, accountability, and good internal audit system. We want to make sure that there's equity, gender equity. The idea is to promote a lot more involvement of women in football, administratively and also as players, to ensure that we reposition the product offering. We have a tainted image, whether we like it or not, and we need somebody with a skill, technique, and knowledge to ensure that we reposition the product called Ghana Football Association.
Right, so the manifesto is a 36-page document, but we tried analyzing it and breaking it down, looking at the various things that we thought you should know. So we wrote it into 8 parts. 1, the manifesto is divided into 4 key principles. He says transparency, accountability, and an annual audit, gender and equity, good corporate governance, professionalism, innovation, and investment. That is the first thing that we noticed. Secondly, he said if elected president, he's going to supply 50 footballs and 30 pairs of football boots to all Premier League clubs every single year. He also promised free registration of up to 30 players per Premier League club onto the National Health Insurance Scheme. 3. Now, he says he's going to allow referees to officiate from juvenile competitions in an amateur drive to serve as assessment for promotion. He also promised to introduce referee reward schemes that is per week, referee of the week, referee of the month, and referee of the year, all to incentivize the officials. Then he will establish a Colts football partnership with the National Youth Authority, liaising with the government. He says he'll also introduce a National Colts Festival that will be fully funded by the Ghana Football Association. Now, in terms of administration, Kurt Okraku says that the role of the FA General Secretary will be equal in function to the CEO of a multinational company. And he says a new human resource unit will be set up to gauge performance across board. About the Ghana Premier League, he says he will make it autonomous, just like the Premier League, the Bundesliga, and the South African top flights. Progressively, the Division 1 will also be the same. And he says to curb hooliganism, he will create, in tandem with the Ghana Police Service, a special sports policing unit to do that. Now, how would he fund all these activities? Kurt Okraku says he will institute a regime where 2% of all transfer fees will go into a special women's fund, a special Colts fund, and a special medical fund. He also says that 10% of all national team assignments, that's if the Black Stars or Black Meteors or any of the national teams go for international tournaments, 10% will go into that fund. Now, he says that in order to make football administration easier in all the 16 regions, he's going to decentralize the player status committees. And every year, he will introduce 32,000 footballs that will be shared among all the regional football association offices. So that's Kurt Okraku's manifesto. Can he do it? Tomorrow, he's going to be on multimedia platforms on Asempa FM in the morning and subsequently on our programs on the Joy Sports link on Saturday.